Dang. What?
Hey, who mans is this?
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket.
What's up with y'all boys and gals and boys and all y'all niggas, man? It's your nigga Eli Pools, and we're back with another video for you. So today, as the title of the video probably said, we're playing Tokyo Detectives. This should be my final recording of this game. We start this game in January 4th was the first time on Steam it said I played this game, which the only time I played this game is when I have it on YouTube. I'm not saying the game is not good, it's just I just really played it for YouTube, you know? And yeah, this thing we got going on with this game, I feel like has been going long enough. This shall be our last, well, hopefully should be our last video. It might not, because if it's like an hour long, I'm not going to post no hour long video. But anywho, no further ado, let's get back in the video. To the game, I meant, not back to the video, back to the game. You know, I'm still kind of new to this YouTube thing. I'm still a young nigga when it comes to it, so forgive me. So we left off with Naomi finding Iwata hiding up in a hallway while her and Yugi was on a karaoke day or something. And mind y'all, oh girl Naomi, that's not where she said she was. If y'all remember, like in the first episode when we first met Naomi, she had told us that she was at her mother's house, so she lied about that. So keep that in mind. I feel like that's gonna play a role in it. Naomi found out Iwata was peeping us from the corridor. That's Yugi talking. Dang! She got mad after spotting Iwata and she kept beating him up. Look at the sound of that. She stuffing that man in. What she? Man, she got them heels on, whomping his junk. And the whole time I bet what was bro name? How I forgot dude name. Is Naomi, Yugi, Matushi, Iwata, that's his name, Iwata. Man, I know Iwata the type of dude probably enjoy getting that beat down. I bet you. I tried to stop her, but she snapped at me too. Dang. Then she left the karaoke club alone and I went back home. Kimura, where did you go after leaving the karaoke club? After I left the karaoke club, I went to the park nearby and drank alone until dawn. That's just stupid. You're drinking in a public park in the middle of the night, mind you, and I just, yeah, let me say that she's a girl. Like, it's creeps out here. You're tripping because Yugi didn't come after me. I ain't too mad at Yugi for not coming after her, because it's like, if you pop off at me, like, don't y'all feel the same way? Somebody pop off at you, you need like that moment of calm down. But on the same token, I don't know how to feel about leaving your girl in the park. Anything could have happened because you were getting mad. So Kimura's the killer. This proved Kimura caused the bruises found on Iwata. Maybe Kimura caused the bruises and then killed Iwata after that. I don't think that's the case. Or that Kimura caused the bruises and then another person killed Iwata later. Another person. As confirmed by the surveillance cameras of the karaoke club, Iwata was still alive at 3 a.m. It's true. And keep in mind, y'all, this is the night that the same night Iwata got beat up is the same night that Kimura had, Naomi had like whooped him up. From 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., none of you has an alibi. All of you have means and opportunity to kill Iwata. True. It's obvious that Kimura is the killer. After all, it was she beating up Iwata. How dare you accuse me, you despicable burglar. Man, I agree with bro. Like, I'm not even mad for him accusing Naomi. Naomi, the whole, like, this part of the game has been gunning for, bro. Like, every second, nah, he's a killer, he's a killer, he's a killer. Man, I know he couldn't wait to hear that evidence. Oh. That's probably what he said. Did Matushi and Takashi have motives too? It said here that you two were present at the scene of the burglary last month. I was just called by the police to be there. How could that be relevant? You must have heard what Kawano shouted about Iwata's Bitcoin. Maybe you were after Iwata's fortune. That's why I was like, this is a good point he made. Maybe they was in it for the money. No, I didn't believe it that time. I had always been thinking about Iwata was just a nerd without job. Matushi, don't be trying to fry. Don't be trying to fry. Look how big his collar is. I'ma leave it at that. Who will believe what two lunatics argued about? Who's a lunatic? Iwata was rich? Look at her. Look how quick she on it. Iwata stored the key of 1 Bitcoin per micro SD card. I don't know where he kept the rest, but there was always one hidden in his figures. That one at his apartment alone worth over 6 million yen. I felt like, what's the point of saying that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know that bro was balling. I don't get the point of bringing that up. And look at her. Look at. Let me say exactly how she. What? He could have told me. We could have been together. What Chris Brown said. So yeah, what you're talking about? Look at, and then the audacity. This nigga Yugi is sitting right here, and she gonna be that bold with it. Silent. How about you, Chichi? You'd have been harassed by Iwata for some time. Right, that's why you killed Iwata to revenge. I didn't kill anyone. These people are annoying. Girl, hush. You all shut up. She be really thinking she on something. I know she be thinking she's doing something when she be saying shut up. And look at Ren. She's always on it with Nadeshiko tip, bro. Give it a break. Nadeshiko, I started to like your style. Whole game, like, they the perfect duo because they love each other, I swear. You all had motive, either money or revenge. So who was the killer? Oh, I think we can get down to it. Actually, Kawano is right. Let me make sure y'all still recording. Okay. Because I'm going to be hurt if y'all ain't. Actually, Kawano is right. You are the most suspicious one, Kimura. I don't know. I don't think Kimura's the most suspicious. You hated Iwata so much that you didn't care about the surveillance cameras at the karaoke club. Well, that's just because, like, bro was being a weirdo. Like, I wouldn't have cared about the cameras either. I was putting my hands on them too. When you saw Iwata, you just couldn't help beating him up. It was because that stalker really creeped me out. He ain't creeped them dollars ain't creep you, you know what I'm saying? Benjamin Franklin ain't creep her out. George Washington ain't creep her out. Abraham Lincoln, the dollar bill ain't creep her out. But him stalking you creeped you out. Nah, bro. You get that you get that G card taken away from you. It was because that stalker really creeped me out. I just found out recently, but he seemed to have stalked me for quite a while. Last time I already told him to stop stalking me, but he didn't listen. What I saw when I saw him at the karaoke club stalking me again, I just couldn't help myself punching that weirdo. This is the part that puzzles me about Kimura. Y'all never do this in real life, cause you're gonna just you're gonna dig a hole for yourself, cause you're lying for no reason. Nobody like a liar. At the beginning of the game, the first episode of the game, we went up to Kimura and what did we ask her? We asked her, where was she the night of his death? She told us she was at her mom's house and she took off from work. Whole time she's at the karaoke bar with Yugi. And then Iwata's there stalking her. And she put her hands on Iwata. She don't tell us none of that. She just tell us she at her mama house. Now, what this does, now everybody in the room looking like she's a liar. We know she's a liar for a fact. How could she be trusted? You lied about that. What else you lying about? You see how things work? Now, I see why Ren is saying that Kimura is one of the prime suspects. Yeah. And look, they bring up exactly what I just talked about. So do you know he was stalking you? No, you just didn't lie to me. Stop lying. And I literally called that the first episode. I was like, the way she's looking don't look right. Kimura already knew about the stalking, but lied about it when we questioned her. Don't you guys know fewer lies, fewer problems? No, they don't. Irrelevant now, though. Although Kimura was the assaulter, it is unlikely that she killed Iwata. I don't believe she killed Iwata, because the time it would take her, like, she could be lying about going to the park, but I don't know. I feel like the time frames are just too weird. They're just a little too weird. If Kimura was the killer, this evidence is inconsistent with her profile. With her profile, her video channel. Poster. What? What does the poster got anything to do with the, like, y'all probably gonna get, just know that took me a while to do that. Kimura, your poster is posted on a wall in Iwata's apartment, okay? What the? Iwata was really disgusting. That money wasn't disgusting. I ain't finna let that go. Its height is nearly 2 meters. Anyone who had been into Iwata's apartment must have noticed it. Yes, Matushi, and I saw that too. Girl, stalkers are really creepy. But when we investigated the scene today, all photos and posters were lined up perfectly. Huh? What? If Kimura was the killer, it is hard to believe Kimura didn't toss all those photos and posters. She is someone who could not control herself but beat up Iwata at public. That's not... Ren, are you stupid? That's like me. I'm chilling with my girl. A nigga is stalking me on the outside the door. I don't know. Maybe Ren got a little bit of a point. I don't think you should just resort to violence, but like, that gotta be weird. Like, you probably gonna push bro or something. I don't know. Ren might have a point, but I don't think if I go there to kill somebody, just kill the person. Why am I trying to trash posters and put my fingerprints on extra stuff? I ain't trying to sound like no serial killer right now, but I'm just trying to make this make sense. Let me sit up. Let me be more intuitive for y'all. It just didn't match your profile. So Kimura's innocence was proved by her violent nature. Girl hush. Naomi can be bad-tempered sometimes, but she would never kill anyone. Man, I wouldn't say nothing about old girl after. That's how you know he loved her. Because after she said that joke about the money straight to my face, I felt some type of way. I'ma just be 100. Usually to Chichi. So now I guess we're going through each person and their alibi on why we think they give us reasons on why they could be a killer. Then it was the revenge kill of the boxer for both himself and his girlfriend. Kimura's assault on Iwata was captured by the surveillance cameras, but there could be a second assault after that. The bruises on body weak spot boxer trainer like Chichi seems to be more capable of causing them. Shout out to my nigga Jameer, because I know he finna say something about me pronouncing their name. Kimura's assault caused more bruises, but those on body weak spot were caused by Chichi later. I could believe that. I didn't do it. Don't underestimate Kimura. She was more than capable of hitting right at body weak spots. That's true. Kimura is freaking was it the video channel? Nah, yeah, she's a student. Yeah, she could do the same. Kimura was a student of Chichi's box lesson. She was capable of causing bruises on body weak spot. Also, they have been dating for several years, so she might have taught her more about fighting at some point. Even Chichi did not cause the bruises. Isn't he still suspicious for a revenge kill? Yugi won't kill someone for me. He didn't even let me punch Iwata. I've been listening to you for all other things. Yugi, get a sack. Dang, bro. Nah, don't y'all be letting no girl do that. Nah, that's degrading. I don't like looking at that. Chichi and girls don't let no nigga do that either. Same go for y'all. That joint is lame. Chichi is a person who stopped Kimura attacking Iwata. Whether he did it because of the camera or other reasons, it showed that he's a rational man. He has self-control. That's one thing I will say. He's a little weak-hearted on the female side, but he has self-control. We can't say that about Yugi. If this was a revenge kill, the effort to make it look like a burglary gone wrong was too poorly done. The scene looked like a normal burglary gone wrong at first sight, but there is evidence implying otherwise. How? Oh, the tablet. The tablet wasn't stolen. Yep. The drawers were tossed, but Iwata's expensive tablet were not taken. This wasn't about money, it seemed like. Iwata's wallet is missing, but his smartphone was found in his pocket. There's only one reasonable explanation to the inconsistency. What does that mean? You idiot. To fake a burglary, anyone with common sense would know to take away both the wallet and the smartphone. Dang, I don't know why she called. Oh, right. Are you really a burglar? I didn't steal wallets and smartphones. See, I understand what Rio's saying. Like, if I'm, like, let's say you're doing a heist. Is paintings, $500,000 paintings, but it's one gem that's worth $50 million. You ain't gonna take all your time getting little money. Not saying $500,000 in no means is little money, but I'm just saying on an aspect in and out job, I'm getting big money. Boom, I'm gone. He already knew what he was there for. There's no need to take his smartphone and his tablet. That's $200 when I'm making 40 grand off one of the Bitcoin or whatever. Both the tablet and the smartphone were not hidden at all. It's unreasonable for the killer to leave them at the scene. The killer must have been in an extremely nervous situation to forget about that. In fact, if she had been the killer, he would have been caught red-handed by Matushi and Takashi. Why you say that? Caught by us? Why? Entry at night? No. Matushi's statement. I don't know why it was. I'm gonna be a buck hunter. I just clicked that. Thank God it worked. Soon after Matushi heard the thuds over the wall, Matushi called Takashi and the two entered into Iwata's apartment. The smartphone and the tablet left at the scene means the process to fake burglary had not finished. When Matushi and Takashi entered into Iwata's apartment, they would have seen Tashi in the middle of faking burglary. So, on the same token, what that got anything to do with anything? If that's the case, they would have found anybody that would did it. How does that cover Yugi? You know what I mean? I don't really get it. Both Yugi and I are innocent, which means it has to be you, burglar. You are the killer. I didn't kill Iwata. You just committed another burglary at Iwata's apartment tonight. See? Evidence. Actually, it is the opposite. The burglary tonight proved that Kawano did not kill Iwata. Ooh. Yeah, girl. Which I really don't know how. The figures? No. The statement? Yeah. Even though, how are we backing on his word? Like, then we just go over to the point that if anybody could lie. Tonight, Kawano was again trying to steal Iwasa's micro SD card, which stores the private key of Bitcoin, the 6 million treasure. Look at her, she finna try to break into this crap now. That could have been mine. Naomi. Don't you yell at me, Yugi Tuchi. Said this nigga whole government. Sorry. Bro! Sorry.
Hey, who mess is this?
He's gonna apologize for doing the right thing. This nigga is, bro. No comment. Can you two do this after I'm done? Kawano already knew where the micro SD card was long before the break-in. Therefore, he was able to get to such a tiny object in a few minutes. Facts. That proved his innocence? Yes. If Kawano was the killer, the burglary tonight would not have happened. I can see that being a reason, but that's not 100. Ran, you're backing on luck right now, like for real. Some of these aren't like definite answers, you know what I mean? Like he could, I'm not saying that it makes sense to, but a lot of stuff don't make sense. He could have killed Iwata and then double back for the money. That's a possibility. Maybe he didn't have time to take away the micro SD card yesterday after the killing. That's what I was saying. No, this is illogical. Ren, don't be trying to call me stupid. If Kawano didn't have time to take away the micro SD card, he wouldn't not have had time to fake a burglary. Okay. Bitcoin was his first priority. There is no way that he would have done the other way around. Remember, Kawano did not have to search the house. He already knew where the micro SD card was. Not to mention that it's unreasonable for Kawano to fake a burglary. Given his record of burglary last month, it would only make him more suspicious. Wait, this leaves only Matushi and I. You darn tootin'. Are you suggesting either of us is the killer? How are you scared about that, bro? If you know you're not the killer, you better stand tall in your bare paws. For real, like I've been sitting there like, ain't me. Gotta be her or ain't me. Cause now you're making it look weird. Now I'm thinking maybe it's Matushi, which is the most unlikeliest person to do so. But I feel like that's what the game will probably be going for. Exactly. The burglary tonight not only proved Kawano did not kill Iwata, but also proved either one of you is the killer. What? What was it? Suicide? Who's the killer? What? Either one of you, bro. I gotta decide this right now. Yo, I'm actually I feel like it's low-key Matushi. Okay, we gotta weigh the options. Let's think hard. Takashi possibly heard about the money. Takashi doesn't know where the money is. Maybe after like looking around in Iwata's room, Takashi was like, dang, I don't know. Matushi, who's the killer? I want to just click. We on our last video, we had reasons for Matushi to be the killer. Cause bro was just acting plain out weird. I'm gonna go with my gut, y'all. I'm sorry that I don't have too much logic behind this decision. But I gotta go, you gotta go with your heart sometimes, y'all. I'm going with Matushi. Let's recall the fact. At 4 a.m. this morning, Matushi called Takashi, right? In the call, Matushi said he heard noises coming from the apartment of his next door neighbor, Iwata, right? Matushi had a motive because he also knew about Iwata's possession of Bitcoin from the burglary last month. Right. But if Matushi killed Iwata for Bitcoin, I found his action unexplainable. He would not have called Takashi or in fact anyone right after the murder. Matushi was lying. Actually, he killed Iwata between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. and then called me to witness the body to frame Kawano. Now this Takashi's throwing me off right now. Wait your turn. Why are you blurting stuff out? But why not wait for a few more days? It would give him more time to search for the micro SD card. So it might have been Takashi. Matushi had already got the micro SD card, so he called me too. Nah, Takashi out here moving funny. Oh, that's the sound effect you made. Oh, you noticed that, right? The burglary tonight proved that the micro SD card at Iwata's apartment was never taken away. Right. If Matushi was the killer, he would not call anyone until he found the micro SD card. You said you didn't believe Iwata possessed a great amount of Bitcoin. But I think you did, and you knew that long before the burglary last month. She cleaned. She cleaned. Oh. No. That it was her statement. Do you remember what you told us? So it was Takashi, I think. In your statement, you say Iwata made prepayment of rent for 2 years to you and paid to kick out the former tenant. Bro, that is true. I wasn't even thinking about that. So Ren already knew that. I mean, Takashi already knew that Iwata had money regardless. Cause like they just said, you gotta keep in mind that Takashi knew bro had. Cause ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody paying for 2 years worth of rent and not paying another 10 out. You know he had bread. And you know he ain't got no job. And you know he's a stalker. The stalker part really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But it comes down to the fact, like, where's this nigga got all this money at? We're talking about paying over $5 million cash at once. $5 million? I could have been the gold digger. These hoes ain't loyal. Saying that out loud, really? Really? Well, Michael Jackson said, you gotta, to change the world, you gotta first look in the mirror or something. What? But yeah, Naomi's a weirdo. I should have never talked to the police without a lawyer. Nah, Takashi, bro. But what was the murder weapon? Have we found the weapon? Have we found the weapon? No, we didn't. The weapon has not been found, so there is no definite evidence. Wrong. Although we are still looking for the weapon, we have found evidence indicating what the weapon was. It's not the opposite. I don't know what. Power adapter? What? On Iwata's desk, we found a USB-C Type-C cable and a 100-watt power adapter connected to it. We therefore believe Takashi took away the laptop, which was probably the murder weapon. What? Beat the nigga with the laptop? That ain't even right. Couldn't the power adapter be for the smartphone or the tablet? No, Type-C ports are commonly seen in smartphones, but some latest laptops use Type-C also. My laptop uses Type-C. Even tablets would usually require no more than 70 watts. That 100 watts adapter was for a laptop. Shinya Takashi. Wow, so it was Takashi? Takashi planned to break into Iwata's apartment earlier this morning. He pressed the doorbell of Iwata's apartment to confirm he was really not at home. As a landlord, it is not surprising that he keeps spare keys of all apartments. While Takashi was looking for the micro SD card, Iwata came back home from the karaoke club. Dang. Iwata had been beaten up by Kimura. He had no choice but to end the stalking earlier. Dang. That was much earlier than what Takashi had expected, since he couldn't know about the assault. That don't even, but the part that, first, look at my man's walking right there, like,
give me your coochie! Police! Help!
What in the world is you doing? But the thing that confused me is like, Takashi, this is your apartment building. You're getting paid anyway. Like, why be so greedy? Bro pays you all this money. That's what's wrong with people. He had that Mr. Krabs syndrome, that Scrooge McDuck syndrome. Like, I'm getting paid from you anyway. Let me just keep running my money up. No need to rob, old boy. And then look at and it got so bad to the point where you cracked him with the MacBook. Takashi's first reaction was to stop Iwata shouting and running, so he grabbed the laptop on the desk and hit Iwata. Dang, this was probably the timing when Iwata screamed and when Matushi was alerted by noise. The murder was not premeditated, but Takashi came up with a plan quickly, a plan to frame Kawano. Dang. He turned the apartment upside down to make it like a burglary gone wrong. Ain't no way, bro, is this naturally evil. You accidentally jack somebody up. Your first instinct is to jump and do all this stuff. That's wow. But while Takashi was faking a burglary, Matushi's call suddenly came. And that's stupid. Like, if I seem what's it called? I just had a brain fart. Matushi's call, I wouldn't even picked up the phone. I would have kept continuing what I'm doing and then called him back later or left a message like, what's up, Matushi? It'd take a long period of time to text back. Like freaking Takashi had everything planned out right. I felt like bro just fell short of that. Like, you didn't give yourself enough time. But hey, I'm glad old boy got caught because you were extra. Takashi was very afraid about Matushi, afraid that Matushi would call the police as before, so he called Matushi to wait for him. Takashi did not have much time left in a panic. He just remembered to take away Iwata's wallet and the murder weapon, the laptop. Iwata's phone and tablet were forgotten and left at the scene. Dang. After Takashi met with Matushi, the police soon arrived and the building has been surrounded by police officers since then. Residents have been all under police surveillance. Takashi had the chance to further tamper with the evidence. You know how weird that had to be, though? Let's say in real life you're actually a detective and you have this room filled with like possible killers, and that's just weird to me. Like, I'm giving my rundown on who I thought killed it. I know the killer, and I know the killer's sitting right there, bro. Like, wouldn't that feel weird to y'all? You just like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, oh boy killed them. Oh boy just sitting there, standing there like, I know that gotta be weird, bro. Probably more weirder for them than you, obviously, because you is at the police station. What they gonna do? Just get more time added to your sentence. That's why Takashi wanted the police to leave as soon as possible. He needed to dispose of the murder weapon and other evidence before the police found out the burglary was just a fake. Wow, everything is lining up. I was wondering when the police will leave. I want to clean out the apartment and relit it as soon as possible. Yeah, please. Yeah, I was wondering that too. I spoke on that too. Like, why are you so quick to like relit the apartment? And I skipped that on accident. My bad, y'all. I'm afraid the apartment will be secured for as long as the investigation will take. Do you have a date? You know I'm losing rent every single day and no one is going to make it up. Yeah, you got paid more than enough. What you wanted to do was not clean out the apartment, but to prevent us from discovering the truth. All these are just your fantasies. Nah, you don't have evidence to prove any of them. Iwata could be killed somewhere else and moved to his apartment. Look at. Now, we ain't even seen nobody even make that type of face yet. Yeah, it for sure Takashi. Anyone could be a suspect. True, it is still only a theory at this moment. Detectives, we have finished the search. Thank you. Did you find the laptop? Yes, we found it under the bed of the suspect. We also found the victim's wallet. Good. Why Takashi look so like afraid? The only reason we gathered all of you here is that we needed time to search Takashi's apartment. Of course, on a search warrant, we found Iwata's laptop under your bed, Takashi. Ooh. Then the laptop has been sent to forensics to check if it matches Iwata's head trauma. I'm sure it will, though. Truth. Why did Takashi know Iwata was not at home and dared to press Iwata's doorbell? Cause now I understand. Cause Takashi already knew from cleaning Iwata's room the time intervals that he wasn't gonna be there. It was in the middle of the night. Most people should be at home. Since the burglary last month, Takashi had been monitoring Iwata's routine. Iwata's routine was simple and not difficult to get. And my dad always say, thank God for my dad. He always say, y'all, you in this world, I know everybody want to be cool. Everybody want to be kumbaya. I do too. I don't want to have to pay attention to stuff every single day. But in this world, you got to pay attention. Always think, this is what my pops told me. I always think somebody's watching, because usually there is. People be paying attention to your routine. This is real life. Niggas watch your routine, what you do, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, bro, sit down. About, like, 2:50-ish, 3 o'clock-ish, he leaves the house. Boom, they hit you. Because they been watching your junk, because you move like a zombie. You do the same thing every day. It's not hard to notice. Even my neighbors, I noticed. During the summer, after I come out of school 3 o'clock-ish, my neighbor like rolls down the street because like he has like a disability or something. I don't know for sure. That's not mine. But he rolls down the street. I know that at 3 o'clock on the like summertime, like when the weather's good, he's gonna be out there rolling on the dot. Niggas watch, even if you're not like watching on purpose on some weird crap. Like I wasn't watching him on no weird crap. It's just you notice these things out there. Wow, like dang, bro's always out here at the same exact time. Niggas watch. I just want to say that. Pay attention to what y'all doing. Switch it up a little bit. Switch it up. It's good to switch things up. You know, make life more adventurous. What I say? Entry at night. Boom. I already know that. Man,
I've been clicking that the whole time in too. Is it the Casa Nope. That's why I'm powered after vacation rentals. Nope. Uzi Wata, there's no like stopping.
Transaction records. I knew it. I said I knew it after like 5 tries. According to Iwata's credit card transaction record, Iwata had been visiting a sauna in early morning almost every day. Iwata usually arrived at 2 a.m. and left at around 6 a.m. Why did Iwata go to a sauna in the middle of the night? Yeah, to go look at that booty. Naomi. Easily. Of course, to stalk Kimura. What the? Benjamins, that's all I gotta say. Kimura works part-time at a bar near her apartment. Her shift is usually from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Coincidentally, the sauna was just a few blocks away from the bar she works at. That's so weird though. Bro, whole life was bent on this girl that don't even barely know he exists. I started to think that maybe I shouldn't have stopped Naomi beating up Iwata. There are thousands of Kimura's photos stored in Iwata's smartphone, probably taken during the stalking of Kimura. Those photos taken at night were probably taken when Kimura commuted to work. So there was not much variation in Iwata's routine. He basically followed Kimura until she started working. Then he went to a sauna nearby until the end of Kimura's shift. Weird. Then he stalked Kimura again when she went home from work. Ugh. Stalkers are really creepy. No doubt. Since Iwata's routine was so easy to understand, Takashi got it quickly. In fact, yesterday was not his first break-in. Kimura had seen Takashi entering into Iwata's apartment before. Kimura, though Takashi was doing room cleaning, but I guess Iwata had never asked for that. After all, he would not want anyone to get near his Bitcoin private key. Right, that's true. Tekashi's first break-in failed, but he didn't give up. At some point, he figured out maybe it was hidden in the game cases or figure boxes, but there are a lot of them. Especially the figure boxes. It took at least 15 minutes to view one figure box without being noticed. Cause I often say, I just rip through them, like, what is he doing? Not to mention the hurdle of Matushi, who is sensitive to noise. Tekashi had to be much slower and careful not to alert him, or he may suddenly call the police like before. But that don't make sense because Matushi didn't know that Iwata wasn't at the house, so maybe he was just thought it was Iwata just playing with his figures. I don't know. Each break-in was a very nervous situation. I guess Tekashi could bear it for 1 hour at most. He couldn't spend too long in Iwata's apartment each time. Wasn't that super risky, multiple break-ins? Maybe Tekashi was desperate for money, but he is a landlord. Wrong. It's the opposite. A landlord without tenants is financially desperate. But he got tenants. That makes no sense. Tekashi bought the land 2 years ago and developed it for vacation rentals. Obviously, he aimed at Tokyo 2020 games. Bro had it lined up, but COVID-19 ruined his plans. The plunge in tourist numbers has never stopped. Wow, so this game even relates to real world problems. That makes sense. Usually there's only several groups of overnight guests each week. That's why last year I started to recruit long-term tenants too. So bro was hoping for it to be like a flow of new guests coming, and to like they said, this wasn't meant for long-term tenants. It was just supposed to be a easy flow of people coming in and out. The games were postponed last year. That's why Tekashi started to recruit long-term tenants at the same time. He also offered room cleaning service to make a little extra. He himself also moved into the apartment building to save as much as he could. But all these efforts were still not enough to make up his loss. Upon title search of the apartment building, we found that it is subject to a 100% mortgage. Ooh. The entire cost of the building? Good access of the building means high land price, but out of the 10 apartments, there are only 3 rented out with stable income. Dang. We checked Tekashi's bank record. He has already defaulted several loan repayments this year. Wow. So this makes sense. Killer Shinya Tekashi. Case closed. So that's the end? Conference room to Tokyo Metropolitan the Police Department. Detective, you were super cool in the deliberation. Ren's booty, not a Ashiko. All I gotta say. Thanks, I feel like all my energy has gone. Oh, did not mean to do that. How is it going? Kachi has been under arrest. I will finish the paperwork after the forensic report is ready. Don't knock yourself out. It can be done tomorrow. Thank you. I will just work a little bit more, then I will go home. That's what's up. Oh, there's one more thing about the Asana Century. Iwata had been frequently visiting. It turned out that Iwata had rented a locket there and dozens of micro SD cards was found. It's like dozens. It's 40. Remember, 1 Bitcoin is 40 grand and each of them had 1 Bitcoin. That's crazy. The digital forensics team is still examining, but what do you think? You know, Iwata was a blockchain engineer. His first name is same as that of the creator of Bitcoin. Are you thinking too much? Go home and get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, detective. Wow, so Iwata might have just been the creator of Bitcoin. Stay tuned for our next case on March 22nd. Dang, I might have to play their next case. That was nice. That was a nice game. Hey, hold on. Listen to the music. I'm looking at my hand. My hand's ashy. But anywho, I think that's a wrap for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate it if you made this far into the video, cause yeah, you made it this far. And yeah, have a blessed night, y'all. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, all that. And what else? Dang. It's like I finished the game, but now I gotta find something else to post. Yeah. Love you guys. I'm gone.